In this video, we'll see the implementation of inheritance. Now to demonstrate inheritance, let me take a class and we'll name this class as add. The responsibility of this class is to add two numbers. So what we'll do is we'll use a int variable. So we'll say int I comma j comma k. So I will have a value, j will have another value, and then both this value will get added and will be stored in k, and then we'll print the value of k. To do this, we'll use a method called as sum. Okay, and we'll say sum. I need to add two numbers, so we'll say k equal to I plus j, and then once you're done with that, we'll say one more method, which is public void. Then we'll say result, or we'll say show result. Again, by following camel casing rule, we have to give the capital letter for the second word, and then here we'll print system.out.println, and we can print here k. So you can see I'm assigning. Okay. So let me take one more method to assign those values. We'll say public void set values. Now in this I will take two variables. So we'll say variables are int a and int b, and we'll say I equal to a and j equal to b. So a value come from here and we'll assign to this I. So you can see this I is in blue color, which means it's an instance variable, and this b is a and b are in different color. Those are local variables. So now we are using these three methods. So what we can simply do is we can just call those methods. So how to call? We can simply, it is an object of add here, so we'll say add obj equal to new add object done, and then let's call set values. So obj dot set values, my initial values are 4 and 3. Then let me call sum so that it will add those two numbers, and I will call obj dot show result. So if we execute these three methods, first it will assign the values, then it will call the sum, and then it will print this value of k. Now if I run this code, so right click and run as Java application, the output is 7, right? So you had a client who needed addition of two numbers, so you have given him this obj object. So let's say after some time, maybe after a year, he comes back to you and say, I need one more feature. I need to have a method called as subtract also. So I need to subtract two numbers. I need one object which will work with two features, addition, subtraction, both. So the only way you can do that, you can create a new class. We cannot change the same class is because maybe you had this class developed by some other programmer and he's not there with you now, and what you are remaining with is only the class files. You don't have the actual source code. So what we can do is we can create a class called as sub. Now since we need all the features, so what we can do, we can just copy all the code since we need all the features. So we can use copy and paste, but with sum we need one more method called as public void. Instead of sub we'll say difference. The class name is difference, or we'll use a proper name. We'll say it's a calculator because it has two features, and it has a method called as subtraction, and we'll say k equal to I minus j. So in sum we are doing I plus j, in sub we are doing I minus j, and that's it. So instead of creating object of add, now we need to create object of calc here. So we'll say calc obj equal to new calc, and then instead of calling sum we can even call sub. So if you call sub and if you execute this, so we'll say run as Java application, you get 1. If I call sum, you can say it's right click, run as Java application, the answer is 7, right? But you can focus in this calc class. I'm writing all this thing which are already present in your add class. The only thing you're introducing here is this subclass. So what we can do is we can say, I don't want to write all this code here. Since they are already present in add class, it should automatically fetch those features. Now when you say you need to fetch those features, we need to say this class calc extends add, which means it has all the properties or all the non-private properties of add class in this calc class. Clear? So you can see all these I, j, k, all these methods, set values, sum and show results will come into this class now. So that means using object of calc, we can call all the methods which are not present in calc, which are present in add because of inheritance. So if I run this code now, it is 7, right? So we can call methods of add class also, and we can call methods of calc class also. Now if we talk about this inheritance, we have certain types that we'll see in the subsequent tutorials.